Lately, I've been struggling to breathe. I've had blood ties wrapped around my neck and family dysfunction bearing down on my chest, and I don't do casual sex, so I guess this is my longest relationship. And let's talk about who the creator is. And I'm not talking about the one in the sky. I'm talking about the one that's this high, the one that wears my nose and my smile and has my eyes. And she's the reason I have these hips and these thighs. Silver linings. But in truth, over the years, my mental health has been declining, so I've been learning how to love you from a distance. It took me a long time to recognize that although you weren't to blame for what you became, I could still blame you for not doing the work to fix it. You don't get to birth children and still be twisted. But we're at the beginning of the end now, and we should go back to the start. See, the funny thing is, you will always have my heart, but you wanted all the parts. You wanted my soul and my mind, and you wanted to unwind all of the things that make me me, and all of the bits that just wanted to be free. You were pulling at branches and leaves, trying to create perfect family trees when you yourself are just knotweed. You wanted all the parts. You wanted my soul and my mind, and you wanted to unwind all of the things that make me me, and all of the bits that just wanted to be free. You were pulling at branches and leaves, trying to create perfect family trees when you yourself were just knotweed. You built a love that was brittle. It came with conditions, and if we didn't follow your vision, we're to blame for the division. You built a love that was fickle. And we had to play to win, but board games become board games, and you just create more games, and we just never knew the rules, but... You built a love that was fickle, and we had to play to win, but board games became board games, and you just create more games, and we just didn't know the rules, but I guess that's why they call it Family Feuds, and that one was always your favorite. And yet I cut you some slack because I know your dad beat you down and he called it love, but he deceived you. You always said, Poonam, I'm so smart, I could have been a lawyer, and Mum, I believe you. They had 4 daughters looking for a son, kept trying for a redo. Children having children, and that's exactly what they taught you. And I can't tell you how sorry I am for how you grew, because you deserve so much more than the life they gave you. Wife at 17 to someone you never knew. Trading daughters for family values. And they say if you don't learn from the past, you're just doomed to repeat it. And so at 19, Mum, that's exactly what you and me did. But I don't go into detail about the things you've put me through because it just makes it harder to justify how I still love you. And don't worry about me because I've been working on healing. I just wish you could feel all the things I've been feeling. See, those blood ties that were holding me down, I replaced with soul ties that helped fix my crown, and I found my people. Yeah! And they're down here and they're cheering. They easily drown out any self-doubt I've been hearing, and I'm doing this for us, though you don't see it yet. But me and teenage you are going to live a life without regret. See, I'm breaking generational cycles. I never quite learned how to ride. And if you need me spiritually, I'm always on your side. But I found the world is just filled with people with broken starts and messy hearts. And I was getting cut from all the sharp edges. And for a while, I thought that the cuts we'd sustained and the blood we forgave would help heal you. But that's just not how it works. So I'm going to love you from this distance. And finally put myself first.